Yes, so can we see the energy in the chat section? Hello, dear learners, how are you all? Can we see the energy in the chat section? So today is World Mental Health Day, right? Happy World Mental Health Day to everyone. And we have amazing speakers with us. And on this World Mental Health Day, we are here, we have come together to explore how mindfulness can enrich our personal lives, our professional lives, right? How it can foster our emotional regulation, resilience. And in this session, we invite everyone to experience mindfulness journey as a pathway to balance well-being and effective practice, be it from any field, right? So I would like to update my honorable speakers that we have learners from very different diverse backgrounds, and these all learners are very excited for today's session, right? A very exclusive session from so learned psychologist. We have Deepak sir, we have Janab ma'am here, and I would like to first introduce my honorable speakers to you. uh yeah, so the slide is being controlled by Deepak sir, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, great, great. So, dear learners, we are having Mr. Deepak Kumar here. He is a dedicated counselor, researcher, trainer with deep, extensive training in mental health counseling. And he has contributed to National Mental Health Survey in AIMS Rishikesh and Enhance Bangalore. He he's the founder of Choose Your Therapist, and he promote accessible psychological support. In his PhD, he has indeed worked with marginalized populations' mental health, and his compassionate approach of understanding people around him has made him a significant voice in promoting mental health and mental well-being. So, Mr. Deepak Kumar, I welcome you to this
Thank,
session.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And
Yeah.
welcome to all of you.
And we have Miss Zainab. She is an experienced counselor, an extensive experience of hospital settings, be it school, be it private practice. She has conducted numerous such workshops and insightful sessions on well being, resilience, and personal growth. And she has continued to inspire us by building emotionally healthy and purposefully driven lives. So, Miss Zainab Khan, we invite you here. And how are you feeling with our
Thank
learners?
you so much. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward. Let's dive into
Yeah.
it with so much
Definitely,
energy.
definitely. So our
I'm so
learners are,
excited.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. So even the learners are excited. So learners, are you excited? I want to see your reaction in the chat section itself. Great, yeah. So you can gauge the session. It's all yours, right?
Okay, thank
And
you. Thank you.
yeah, so I would not like to take the limelight away from our speakers. So now I'm handing over to our honorable speakers. Yeah, go on.
Thank you so much, Ayushi ma'am. Thank you for having us here. Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are joining from. Wow, so many of us today. Can you feel that energy? If you're excited, type that flame emoticon or icon. Come on, don't be shy. Let me see. Sure, sure. Oh my God, so many flames in my chat box. Awesome. Today is World Mental Health Day 2025. Mental health is literally the operating system your brain runs on. When it's healthy, everything works better. Your studies, relationship, sleep, focus, even your day-to-day decisions, right? The theme this year is access to service. But the message is simple, knowing how to take care of your mental health. Mental health is a superpower, especially in your fast-paced life, right? Okay, be honest now. How many of you, while listening to me, are thinking, I need to reply to that message or I forgot to submit that assignment? Please show me, show me. Let me see. How many of you have this such thoughts in your mind right now? Okay, nice. Busy with other things. What other things are you busy in? Yeah, what about the dinner? See, that's totally normal. Our brains are like overactive apps, constantly multitasking. Today, we are not going to stop your brain from thinking. That's impossible, right? But we learn a tool. Wait. Let me. Okay. But we will learn a tool to take back control, even if just for a few moments a day. Welcome to Mindfulness. Unlock the present. Ready to dive in? Show me the thumbs up. Fast, fast, fast. My camera is not off. Nice. Wow. Let's take a moment. Our mind are always busy, plans, worries, a past mistake. What if I stop for a moment and realize I have been wasting so much time? We waste time when we are physically here but mentally somewhere else, lost in regret over yesterday or anxiety about tomorrow. Let's try a mini experiment. Okay, let's try. Be attentive. Okay, for 15 seconds, close your eyes or just look down. Don't move, notice your body. Don't judge, just notice. Now listen.
Zainab ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay,
Your camera is not visible.
okay.
Oh,
Sorry, sorry.
thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Now listen. How many internal sounds or voices can you hear? The hum of your fan, your own breathing, maybe a thought about that message you forget to send. Pause for 10 seconds. Collect your thought. Notice your body. Don't judge, just notice. Okay. Open your eyes. Just type the number in the chat. Don't explain, just the number. 0, wow, 7, 8, 6, 24. Oh my God. 3, 2, 11, 5, 3. See, 2, 5, 10, 24. Look at the variation. That's how busy our minds are. Mindfulness is simply noticing all that without getting carried away. 0, 13, right? Nice. This is just fluff. It's a neuroscience. Posing activates the prefrontal cortex, helping you make clear decisions and plan better. Taking a breath, calm your amygdala, reducing stress and emotional overwhelm. Slowing down strength, attention, networks, so you can focus on what truly matters. Even a short pause let your hippocampus process experiences, improving memory and learning. Mindfulness literally revives your brain from calm, focus, and resilience, right? Raise your hand in the chat if you have reacted immediately and regretted. I know everyone does. Please, that you have ever reacted immediately and regretted. Raise your hand. I want to see. Show me. Okay. After Qureshi. Wow. Okay. Nice. Show me this hand gesture. Yep, that's your amygdala in overdrive. Imagine training your prefrontal cortex to take charge instead. By the end of this session, and this is my promise to you, you will walk away with much more than just notes. You will be equipped to pause and observe. You will learn how to hit the mental pause button to truly observe your thoughts and feelings rather than immediately reacting to them. Practice centering. We will practice simple breathing techniques to help you stay calm and centered no matter the chaos around you. Understand the why. We will explore the science, the how mindfulness supports emotional balance and focus. Apply mindfulness. Most importantly, we will discuss how to apply these techniques in your studies, your relationship, and even in a professional counseling settings. And also the daily practice. And finally, we will cement the idea that mental health care is not a luxury, but a daily practice, as vital as brushing your teeth. Are you ready to unlock the present moment? Show me the thumbs up. Good evening, good evening. Okay, great, 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 great. So great, let's dive in. Want to revisit the idea that brought us here, the constant chatter, that busyness of the mind. Look at the screen. This is one of the most powerful and sometimes painful questions we can ask ourselves. What if I stop for a moment and realize I have been wasting so much time? Please read it out. Look at the screen, everyone. What if I stop for a moment and realize I've been wasting so much time? We waste time when we are physically here but mentally somewhere else, lost in regret over yesterday's or anxiety about tomorrow. Let's try a mini experiment right now. It will only take 15 seconds. Close your eyes. Don't move, just take a moment to notice the sensation in your body, as we did earlier, right? And we get so many numbers. When you feel unstressed, your brain is operating more or less harmlessly. When you feel stressed, however, your mind is hijacking resources, often getting stuck in a feedback loop. The key phrase here is posing activates the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is your brain CEO. It handles complex decision making, planning, and emotional regulation. When you are stressed and rushing, the ancient reactive part of your brain, the limbic system, is in charge. When you intentionally pause, you engage the CEO. You shift control from reaction to reflection. This helps you make clear decisions plan better. You move from doing to being. Mindfulness is not about clearing your mind. It's about being consciously present to what is. And that's, my friend, is the first step to unlocking true clarity and calm. Before we dive into today's main topic, we will going to take a vital 60-second break for an activity that is what's your current mood. Please, Deepak sir, change the slide. What's your current mood? Yes. Look at the screen, everyone. You see three simple emojis, each representing a general state. Red, stressed, frustrated, tired, or just low. Yellow, neutral, calm, balanced, or perhaps a little mix. Green, happy, energized, focused, or optimistic. Your objective right now is to honestly check in with your mind and body and pick one. No one needs to know your answer but you. No need to chat or raise your hand. This is just for your own self awareness. I'm checking the chat box. Okay, blue, yellow. Red. Okay. What is the color for downward? It's green. It's green. Okay. Okay, let me elaborate the colors. Okay. So many of you asking about which color state what. Okay. Red, stressed and low. Do not try to fight or judge the feeling. Simply label it. This is frustration. If you choose that red is your emoji, it's just label it. This is frustration. This is tiredness. Then take three slow breathe, focusing on making the exhale longer than the inhale. You don't have to fix the red mood right now. You just have to acknowledge it with kindness. Just acknowledge it. Same as yellow, neutral. This is the perfect state of focus. Take a moment to appreciate the calm. Use this stable mood to anchor your attention, which is much required right now, firmly on the next task, knowing your mind is not fighting a strong feeling. Then green, happy, energized. Don't just rush past this good feeling. Take a few seconds to rely, feel this the positivity in your body, notice the lightness, the energy. Then use this momentum to tackle the most challenging thing off your plate. You just need to label it as red is stressed, frustrated, tired, just low. Yellow is neutral, calm, balanced, or perhaps a little mix. Green, happy, energized, focused, optimistic. Let me check the. My camera is. Oh,
Zenith,
sorry.
yeah.
Again. Okay,
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 okay.
ma'am.
Done,
Sorry,
done.
sorry.
Okay, okay.
Right responses. You can share it in the chat box. Okay, okay. Blue is for calmness. Think of this way. Your mood is like the operating system of your brain. If you are running on a red operating system, you will easily get frustrated. Your focus is low, that complex problem solving task will feel 10 times harder. If you are running on green operating system, you are sharper, more resilient, and more open to new ideas. So your current mood is, tell me, being aware of your current mental and emotional state is the first step to understanding yourself, managing stress, and practicing mindfulness actively. So over to you, sir, Deepak sir. Am I audible to you, sir? Deepak, sir?
I'm audible?
Yes, yes, sir. Perfectly. Over to you, sir.
All right.
Yeah. So, learners, I'm seeing that there are some students who wants to hear in Hindi also. So, sir, if you can amalgamate both the languages, majority of English, but also, you can take some aspects in Hindi also for those learners who are more comfortable in bilingual language. So, over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Ayushi ma'am. I'm audible here. I'm audible.
Yes. Yes, yes, you're
All
definitely
right.
audible.
All right. All right. So now I will introduce two part of our brain. जैसा कि अभी जैनब मैम ने भी आपको इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, इंट्रोड्यूस some insights about the brain, and hope you now have a basic understanding of how our brain works and why mindfulness can be so helpful for us. So now let's take a practical approach and we will understand that how the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex, what is the connection between us? So have any idea to all of you about the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex? Just give a hint in the chat box. Then I will start the connection about the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex and how it works in our daily life. How they work together to shape our emotions. So just give me an idea. You know about the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex? Yes, amygdala is stress related. And anyone? Decision making, yes. Great. Yes, this is the center of emotional alarm.
Deepak sir, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I see your picture on the system, please? If you can open your camera on the system. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
All right. So in the chat box, please tell me about the amygdala and what you understand about the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. Then we will continue the link between amygdala and the prefrontal cortex and the impact of in our daily life. Yes, great. Great. So इस स्लाइड में हम समझेंगे अबाउट द amygdala and prefrontal cortex. कैसे हमारी इमोशनल एक्सपीरियंस को कंट्रोल कर रहा होता है इन द डेली लाइफ. एंड कभी आपने नोटिस किया है, हैव यू नोटिस कि कभी कभी हम बिना सोचे रिएक्ट कर देते हैं जस्ट लाइक और बाद में रियलाइज होता है कि ये कैसा रिएक्शन था. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जस्ट लाइक आई शुडंट हैव रिएक्टेड लाइक दैट. हैव यू एवर बीन लाइक दिस थॉट? कभी आपने इस तरीके के थॉट्स आपने अपने लाइफ में एक्सपीरियंसेस किए हैं जो आप बिना सोचे रिएक्ट कर देते हैं इन थॉट्स को लेकर के? एनीवन? सो वो जो थॉट्स आपके जिस भी तरीके के थॉट्स आप महसूस कर रहे होते हैं एंड जस्ट आपका एक रैंडम रिएक्शन आपके सामने आ रहा होता है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई शुडंट हैव रिएक्टेड लाइक दैट. Most of the time we face and we realize these type of thoughts. So in this ppt, in this slide, we will understand why that happens. So in the chat box, please tell me, can anyone share a moment when you reacted emotionally without thinking? Anyone? Anyone share a moment when you reacted emotionally without thinking? While arguing, yes. Anger. So हम सभी ने इस तरीके के एक्सपीरियंसेस को अपने लाइफ में हर दिन डे टू डे लाइफ में हम फेस कर रहे होते हैं. सो आज हम यही अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे इन दिस स्लाइड कि अमिगडाला एंड प्रीफ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स के बीच में किस तरह का कनेक्शन है एंड ये हमारी डेली लाइफ को कैसे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा होता है। एंड विद द माइंडफुलनेस अप्रोच वी विल अंडरस्टैंड कि माइंडफुलनेस अप्रोच हमारे ब्रेन के कौन से पार्ट पर कैसे वर्क करता है। वी विल अंडरस्टैंड वो थेरेपेटिक अप्रोचेस कौन कौन सी हैं। वी विल अंडरस्टैंड कि किस तरीके से वो अप्रोचेस हमारे ब्रेन के प्रीफ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स के लिए हेल्पफुल होंगी। ऑलराइट, I'm audible to you. Now, my camera is on, everyone. Can you tell me I'm audible to you, all of you?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
All right. And the camera is working?
Sir, you are audible, but
The camera
sir, but audience will be not able to see because you are speaking from mobile phone, na? So it's better if you open the mobile camera.
Yes, sir, you can open the mobile camera.
now I'm audible and visible.
Yes, yes, sir. Perfect, perfect.
Okay. So we will understand how amygdala and prefrontal cortex, how it works. So let's start with the amygdala.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Zainab, can we confirm if your video is also visible? Because we are taking pictures meanwhile now.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with the amygdala and जैसे कि आप सभी ने बताया चैट बॉक्स में द amygdala is the emotional brain emotional alarm system. So amygdala it detects emotional stimuli very quickly and unconsciously. For example, if you suddenly see a snake, that time your amygdala reacts immediately. Your heart beat faster, palms sweat, even before your mind fully process what's happening. So, can you remember a time when your body reacted with fear before you could think? Anyone, can you remember a time when your body reacted with fear before you could think? That time we will understand. Next come the that time after that we will understand prefrontal cortex, the logical and decision making part of the brain. You can think of it is the CEO of the control center of your brain. While the amygdala in the PPT in the slide, we will understand while the amygdala reacts instantly, the prefrontal cortex steps into the analyze, plan, and regulate the emotions. That's what helps us respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. For example, just think a scene, you are late for your exam. That time amygdala triggers panic, but prefrontal cortex reminds you take a deep breath, explain calmly. Okay, in this situation, if you are late for your exam, what would your impulsive reaction be? And what would your control responses look like? Anyone? Anyone can tell me what would be your reaction in the exam time when you are late for any exam? Tension, very tense, hyper. My camera is on.
Yeah, now it is on. Thank you.
All right.
Actually, sir, whenever we open the chat box, na, our video get minimized and get.
Okay, worried plus high, scared, sweat, rate. So these symptoms are very common when we late for any exam and when we late for any meetings. So now we will understand why is it important to understand this connection. Why we are discussing about the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex connections. Because of for self-awareness, we start noticing which part of our brain reacting amygdala or PFC, amygdala or prefrontal cortex. Actually, my camera is on. I'm visible.
Yeah, Deepak. So let me just make it clear. Sometimes what happens is like you're using your phone, then
Yes.
okay, you went like blue screen comes on your screen, and then whenever you shift to camera mode, then you are visible. Now you're visible, but it is coming as vertical. Okay, now it is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Now it is visible now.
Yes. So it is better. You can switch on your laptop's camera and then you can use your mobile's mic. Okay. But to keep it closer to you. Okay. So that the voice is clear.
All right.
Yeah, so Deepak sir, whatever is comfortable for you, you do it that way. And also, if you want to see the chat's answer, na, please let me know. Then I'll tell you those answers.
Thank you. So we are discussing why is it important to understand this connection, the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex connections, because of for the self-awareness, we start noticing which part of our brain is reacting amygdala or PFC. And for the stress management, we are discussing this connection. We will understanding the this helps us stay calm and under pressure. We will understand mindfulness and mental health. These insights helps us regulate our emotions. So when something happens, the amygdala reacts first. It's fast but emotional. Then the prefrontal cortex evaluates. It's slower but more insightful, more thoughtful. Imagine, just imagine all of you. You see a beautiful flower. That time, amygdala reacts with instant delight or surprise. And the PFC, prefrontal cortex, helps you slow down, notices color, appreciate the beauty mindfully. So recall a moment today, maybe during your walk, during your tea break, or while looking outside. When you notice something small and pleasant, what did you feel in that time? Recall a moment to all of you today, maybe during any your walk time, your tea break, or while looking outside. When you notice something small and pleasant, what did you feel? Just give the emotions name in the chat box. Calm and happy, happy, great. So after it, I will discuss a small case example to understand how these brain mechanisms work in real therapy actually. We will understand the mechanism of amygdala and prefrontal cortex through the real case study, and we will understand what therapeutic approaches will work for the PFC. Screen is visible for the case study now. Everyone see the screen. There is a case, there is a basic information about the case, and you can see the age, gender, and the presenting concern. In this case, the client reportedly persistent anxiety. I'm audible? Persistent anxiety, difficulty concentrating and work, irritability, and frequent emotional overwhelm. In the case, the client described feeling that my mind reacts before I even realize it, often experiencing sudden panic strikes, spike, or mood swings responses to minor trigger. See also trouble sleeping difficulty, completing daily tasks due to racing thoughts and overthinking. Just read the complete symptoms about the case and now tell me in the chat box, are you understanding these symptoms? So here we notice that her amygdala was hyperactive. She used to go to emotional overdrive before her logical PFC could step in. So therapy aimed to help her activate her prefrontal cortex consciously using mindfulness and groundings. We will understand how in the therapeutic approach, a therapist will work on her amygdala and the PFC with a mindfulness approach. So let's start with the first approach. We will understand the therapeutic approach, how it will work in the therapeutic approach, experiential exercises. Because here I am explaining some exercises that called experiential exercises. In this slide, we will discuss many more exercises and how it will work with these type of cases, with these type of symptoms, and we will understand uh, about the therapy, about the therapies, about the techniques, how it will work, how it functions, and what we will do if we are facing these type of thoughts in our daily life. So first here is the thought labeling is the exercise. In this exercise, in this exercise, psychologists help the client recognize and name automatic thoughts, reducing their emotional intensity. When the client notices, I will fail this project, she labels it as a worry thought. We all, everyone face many thoughts. When we fail any exams, we fail any task, we face many thoughts. So that time, if we are facing any negative automatic thoughts, which comes from the amygdala, that time, if we are facing that these type of thoughts, that time we will give a label, we will give a name of that thought instead of immediately panicking in the thought labeling exercise. Are you understanding these? Give me, give me your example of negative thoughts, then we will understand what what we will be label that thought. Are you understanding? Yeah. So in the thought labeling, we will give the name of every thought. Just imagine any about your negative automatic thought and give a label of that thought. I might fail an exam. This is a negative automatic thought. You mentioned in the chat box, I might fail an exam. This is a negative automatic thought. Just give a label these type of thoughts, just like worry thought, just like fear thought. When we do give a labeling of any thought, that time reducing their emotional intensity, these type of technique, these type of techniques reduce the emotional intensity. So everyone just focus on your negative automatic thought at this moment and label that thought. In the chat box, please. Overthinking anxiety, I might fail an exam. So give a labeling thought. All right. So next, I will introduce about the next exercise, cognitive diffusion. In this technique, the therapist teaches the client to observe thoughts without attaching meaning or judgment. creating distance from the them. So in this technique, a psychologist, for example, इस तरीके की जो सिचुएशन में जब क्लाइंट अपने आप में किसी भी तरीके के नेगेटिव ऑटोमेटिक थॉट्स, आई एम यूजलेस, बट प्रैक्टिस इज सेइंग आई एम हैविंग द थॉट दैट आई एम यूजलेस. If we are facing again any negative thought, so cognitive diffusions teaches the client to observe the thought without attaching meaning or judgment, creating distance from them. Just like if I might fail an exam, so this type of thought we are practicing saying I am having the thought that I might fail an exam. So noticing it without reacting emotionally, when we do practice these cognitive diffusions, that time we will focus, we will understand that our brain, how it works, how the cognition works, and we watch our thoughts as a second person. Everyone, please. All right. So meaning it's thought rather than reality. And negative self-talk, I'm not going to reach on time. Yes. I'm just seeing your comments. Loneliness, phobia, anxiety. For example, you mentioned, I won't be able to cure. These type of thoughts, what will you label it? I won't be able to cure. इस टाइप के थॉट्स को हम किस तरीके से लेबल करेंगे? आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रीच ऑन टाइम. Anyone? You mentioned I won't able to cure. Fear thought, yes. So when we face any type of thought and we are labeling it, so that time we do reduce the emotional intensity in our body. At this moment, if you are facing any negative automatic thought, if you are facing any repetitively thought, just give a name with that thought. किसी भी तरीके का अगर थॉट्स आप अभी फेस कर रहे हैं आप सब, और वो एक नेगेटिव रिपीटेटिवली थॉट है, so just give a name. That time your amygdala will be, that time just for example, you have a negative automatic thought. These thoughts come from the amygdala in the hyperactivity form, and when we are giving a name, that thought, that time PFC will work, that time PFC will be activate. So इस situation में when we are giving many labeling thoughts, many labeling names in the chat box, that time we are doing work on our PFC actually. In the second technique, experiential exercise, cognitive diffusions, we teach the clients to observe thoughts without attaching meaning or judgment, creating distance from them. So if we have a thought, any negative thought, just practicing saying, I'm having the thought that I am useless. Anyone, can you share a negative thought and the alternative, how we will practice saying, I am having the thought that I am useless? For example, you have any negative thought. You are facing any negative thought. I am running out of time. I am having a thought that I am running out of time. Yes. Anyone, any other? Please reply. What is the question? I am not watching here. If you face any negative automatic thought, just practice saying, I am having the thought that I am useless. For example, here is the example, I am useless, and the practicing thought, I am having the thought. So when we do the practice cognitive diffusions, that time we will making the distance from that negative thoughts, and we will start watching that type of thoughts, and we will understand how our brains, how our amygdala will work. Amygdala is working. That time we are distancing from that, and the PFC will work calmly, relaxingly. So through the cognitive diffusions, we are making stronger our PFC, ताकि वो PFC की जो फंक्शनिंग हम अपने आप में वो कामली रिएक्ट करने की, उसको ट्रेन करने के लिए हम कॉग्निटिव डिफ्यूजन एंड एनी अदर थेरेपेटिक अप्रोचेस को फॉलो कर रहे होते हैं. Are you understanding about the cognitive diffusions and thought labeling? After, in the end, we will understand through a exercise how thought labeling will work. So when we face, I'm reading your comment. When we face any negative thought about any task, we will focus that thought is for example, when we discuss about the thought labeling, any negative thought when we are discussing, so just give a name for that thought, and in the cognitive diffusions, we focus that we are making a distance from that thought. For example, if you have a negative thought, just add and say, I'm having the thought. I have a thought. Not I'm facing this, I'm having a thought. Because when we do the practice, ki amygdala, we will train our PFC through the saying, I am having a thought, not I am useless, rather than. Are you understanding this? When we are facing any negative automatic thought, so we do practice. What about fear? Does fear also comes from? Yes. So through the cognitive diffusion, we are making a distance from that thought only. And these type of practices, when we focus on these type of practices, that time PFC will be reacting strongly, and we are activating the PFC that time through the cognitive diffusion and through the thought labeling also. In other next exercise, we are discussing about the mindful imagery. In this situation, in the mindful imagery uses visualizations of calming or neutral scenes to regulate emotions and reduce amygdala hyperactivity. So, for example, during high anxiety at work, the client imagines in this exercise, the client imagine walk on a quiet beach, which engages PFC mediated calming and lower stress responses. So, if we visualize something of calming or neutral scenes to regulate emotions and reduce amygdala hyperactivity. So when we do visualize something, when we do visualize any calming and neutral scenes to regulate emotions to reduce amygdala hyperactivity, that time mindful imagery exercise will work. And in this exercise, during, for example, in this exercise, if you face any fear, if you face any negative automatic thoughts, repetitive thoughts, that time just imagine walk on a quiet beach and anything which give you calm or neutral scenes to regulate emotions, anything you can imagine which engages PFC mediated calming and lower stress responses. So in the mindful imagery, we focuses on the any calming situations, and we focus that uh, that calming situation, how it engages PFC and mediated calming and lower stress responses. So if you face anything, so just practices in your.
Sorry, I'm sorry to disrupt you, sir. The session is going really great. Right, I'm really seeing students engaging in their responses. But I would request students to please stick to the questions that are relevant to our session. Okay, sir. Please carry on,
Yes.
sir.
So in the mindful imagery, so we use visualization of calming or neutral scenes, and in the cognitive diffusion, we use we observe the thoughts without attaching meaning, and in the thought labeling, we give automatic thoughts. We give a name to our automatic thoughts, reducing their emotional intensity. So these therapeutic approaches, uh, इन द व्हेन वी डिस्कस अबाउट द केस, इस केस में हम जब भी जिस भी तरीके के सिम्टम्स हमने डिस्कस किए, द परसिस्टेंट एंजाइटी, डिफिकल्ट कंसंट्रेटिंग एट वर्क, इरिटेबिलिटी एंड फ्रीक्वेंट इमोशनल ओवरवेलम, so these type of symptoms we face in our daily life. If we face in our daily life, just practice the thought labeling, the cognitive diffusions, the mindful imagery, and we do practice it regularly in the therapy. We do practices in the therapy that these type of techniques have many scripts. In the mindful imagery, there are many exercises we do practice, and there are many things for the phobia, many things for the anxiety, panic attacks. We do practices for visualizations and calming on neutral scenes. So in other exercise, body scan, in this exercise, we will understand how the body scan will work. Body scan increases interoceptive awareness of bodily sensations, helping detect early stress cues and regulate emotional reactions. In this exercise, in the body scan, the client notices tightness in her shoulder. For example, in the given example of a case study, uh, in that study, client notices tightness in her shoulder and shallow breathing, consciously relaxes muscles and breathes deeply, reducing automatic anxiety responses. So during the body scan, we we are awareing about the bodily sensations, helping detect early stress. जिस भी तरीके के स्ट्रेस बॉडी में हम फेस कर रहे होते हैं, उन स्ट्रेसेस को लेकर के we will be aware through the body scan. So in the given case study, the client notices tightness in your shoulder, in your breathing. Right now, if you are facing any type of tightness, any type of any bodily sensations, just focus on that. We are focusing on it and giving the awareness of our bodily sensation. Just focus on your body. Just focus on your body, and just in the chat box, tell me about the sensation of your body where you feel the tightness right now. When you are listening and when we are focusing on the screen, in the chat box, please tell me the through this we will be aware about the bodily sensation, and we will understand that what stress comes from our body. So in our yeah, upper back, lower neck, just be aware of the sensation of the body, chest pain, helping detect early stress cues. So through the body scan, we will understand, and we are focusing on it in the body scan to regulate emotional reactions, to regulate our PFC, to regulate our prefrontal cortex. So just give a name. Yes, shoulder, eyes heavy. Okay, take a deep breathing when you are facing these eyes heavy, body pain, eyes pain. Just take a deep breathing. Yes. Just take a deep breathing through the exercise when we are doing body scan, and increasing through this, we increasing interoceptive awareness of bodily sensations. If you are facing any type of stress, control body behavior, nose pain, foot cold, uncomfortable, fast heartbeat, fastest heartbeat, yes. Eyes are very irritating, but now the reason as well, it's due to the screen time, yes. With the stomach, so through the awareness, we are focusing on our bodily sensations, and we are understanding how our body are working right now, and the amygdala and the PFC, how it working. Through the awareness, we are making stronger our PFC and reducing our anxiety right now through leg pain. Okay. So yes, great. So you are awareing about your bodily sensation right now. So far we explored how different therapeutic approaches like thought labeling, cognitive diffusions, and mindful imagery and body scan. So these type of techniques, these type of therapeutic approaches help balance our amygdala and prefrontal cortex. In simple words, these techniques teach our brain how to move from reacting automatically to responding consciously. So now to make this learning more experiential, so Zainab ma'am will guide you through a short reflective exercise on thought labeling. Zainab ma'am, so everyone take a deep breath, sit comfortably, and let's move into a short guide practice with Zainab ma'am. She will guide you how the thought labeling and how the body scan will work in your stressful situation when you are facing any stress in your body. So Zainab ma'am will guide you right now for further exercise that will be on labeling and the body scan.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Deepak sir has beautifully explained the concept through the theory and the case studies. Now let's make it more experiential. Let's actually do an activity based on this. Okay? Okay. First of all, it's wonderful to see you, so many of you joining from different places, taking out time from your busy lives. I'm very glad to see you all. Before we begin again, I want to start with a simple thought. Mental health is not about stopping your thoughts, it's about learning how to befriend them. So, it's a next quick question I'm asking you. How many of you ever found your mind running like a never ending playlist? Thought jumping from one worry to another. If you were honest enough to say yes, drop yes in the chat. Let's see. Please be honest. Nice. Always yes. Good, good, good. You were not alone. Today we were going to explore two techniques that help us handle the chaos: thought labeling and grounding techniques. By the end of this session, you will have tools you can use anytime, anywhere, before an exam, during stress, or even when your mind feels like it's overthinking everything. Okay, so let's start with the first one, that is thought labeling. As Sir explained you beautifully. So, now our mind produces nearly 60,000, 70,000 thoughts per day. That's huge, right? Give the engagement. Show me the engagement, guys. So what happens? We end up believing every thought is true and start dictating how we feel and behave. But here's the trick. Not every thought deserves your reaction. Some are just passing clouds. We don't need to chase everyone. Okay? Thought labeling help us identify and name what's going on in our mind. So instead of becoming the thought, we can observe it. Let me explain it with example, okay? You might notice a thought like, what if I fail this exam? You can label it as worry, right? She didn't reply to my message. Maybe she's upset. Label it as assumption. I'm so stupid. I can't do this. Self pityness, huh? Label it as self criticism. Once you name the thought, you create distance from it. It's no longer you, it's just an experience your mind is creating. Okay, let's do an activity. I will guide you for a quick 3-minute exercise. Okay, please sit comfortably wherever you are. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Do one more time. Deep breathe in and slowly exhale. Now just notice what thought is present right now. Maybe something about your day, maybe about this session, or maybe just random. Whatever comes, label it gently, like planning, judging, remembering, worrying, dreaming, assumptions. Try not to fight the thought, just name it and let it pass. Nice, I miss my brother. Research cool. I'm just focusing, breathing, fair, always goals, worried about interview, relaxing. No, 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 no. Take a few seconds now, identify one thought and label it quietly in your mind. Okay? Think. Label it. कोई भी एक थॉट लेना है और उसको लेबल करना है जैसे अभी सर ने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था सेम you can close your eyes and just collect your thought. Do not message in chat. Do not use chat box right now. Label it quietly in your mind. Now open your eyes slowly if they were closed. Are you doing it? Are we on the same ground? Show me the thumbs up now. Okay, okay. Nice, nice, nice. What did you notice? Type one word in the chat that describe your thought. What is, was it worry, planning, doubt, daydreaming? Describe your thought in one word only, okay? I'm opening the chat box. Maybe I'm not visible to you all. Describe your thought in one word only, okay? Hungry, daydreaming, nostalgic, grateful, remembering, grief, planning, self version, nice, do, nostalgic hitting me, daydreaming, sadness, anger. This is exactly how our mind works, constantly shifting channels. And the moment we label it, we take back control. That's awareness. That's called awareness. When we take back control. Okay? How many of you feel calm, relaxed after doing or labeling your thought? Very good. Mo said, why? You label your thought, it passes. It's a cloud sometimes. She me. She left me. We take back control, and that's called awareness.
Zanab ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can we have your video also? Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Let's moving to the next activity. Be attentive, please. Just do something, have a sip of water, be attentive. We were doing an activity, and please be engaged, okay? Moving to grounding technique. Now that we have learned to label thoughts, let's talk about something that help us stay in the present moment. That's called grounding technique. Grounding help us bring our focus back from anxious thought to what's happening here and now. It's like pressing the pause button on your racing mind. We will do one of the most effective grounding exercise together. That is 5 4 3 2 1 technique. How many of you know about this technique? I use it very, very frequently and very often. I always recommend this uh, grounding exercise to everyone, to every patient I have.
Ma'am, can we just increase your volume?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You use your five senses to connect with the present. Let me explain it a little bit, okay? Five things you, first of all, what is this activity called? Grounding technique. 5 4 3 2 1. So, five things you can see, like look around right now. It could be your laptop, your water bottle, a pen, window, your hand. Okay. Four things you can hear. Maybe my voice, typing sounds, fan, or someone speaking in the background. Three things you can touch: your chair, your clothes, or the floor beneath your feet. Two things you can smell: coffee, perfume, or maybe just the air around you. One thing you can taste, like water, tea, or even just the taste in your mouth. This is called grounding technique. Let's do it together. I will give you a few seconds for each step. Okay? Ready? Show me the thumbs up. Show me the thumbs up. Are you ready? Be presentable. Sit comfortably where we're sitting. Okay, okay, okay. Start with the five things you can see. Five things you can see. Done? Nice, nice. Good, good. Wow. Be present at this moment, okay? Everyone. It's very, very to wait. Read the question again. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, we were doing the grounding technique. So you please start and see five things around you and name it. Start with 5 things you can see. It can be anything, your chair, laptop, even pen, notebook, anything it can be. Okay. Now 4 things you can hear. It can be my voice, typing sounds, fan, AC sound, someone speaking in the background as Sabzi Wala is outside right now. Its own breathing also you can. 4 things you can hear. Very good. I'm very, very glad. So much engagement. Now, 3 things you can touch. It can be anything. 3 things you can touch: chair, your clothes, floor beneath your feet, pen, notebook. 3 things you can touch. And the effective one: 2 things you can smell. Any 2 things you can smell. It can be your perfume, coffee, maybe the air around you. You can smell your armpit also if you want to. My broken heart. Homemade food smell nice. Lucky you. Okay, okay. So, so can a Cadbury. Nice. Okay.
Ma'am, can you increase your volume?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Am
thank
I
you.
audible? This decibel is fine?
Yes, yes, it's going great, ma'am. It's going great.
Okay, okay.
Definitely, I think students are enjoying this
Yes,
session,
ma'am.
and we can see it through the engagement. Even in Deepak sir's time, also there was much engagement, and I
Yes, ma'am.
hope that it's really working out. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, the final one. One thing you can taste. Let me have the water. One thing you can taste. Anything which is nearby to you. Taste it now. You don't write it, just taste it. Beautiful. You just grounded yourself in the present moment. Notice how the mind feels a little calmer, a little clearer, This is mindfulness in action. Simple, practical, and real. Is it? Show me the
I'm
thumbs up.
sorry to interrupt you here.
It's yes,
So,
ma'am.
since we want more such sessions from you guys, right, and more such psychologists, so learners, we are sharing the feedback form for you. It's open for you all now, and we will be keep sharing it. Please share your valuable experience to us. Your feedback really matters. So please start filling the feedback form. All yours, ma'am.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay. Again, take a deep breath. Now think, how often do we actually pose like this in our daily life? We were always planning, scrolling, comparing, worrying. But when we do something as simple as labeling a thought or grounding ourselves, we remind the brain, what? I am safe, I am here, I'm in control. These are not just stress relief tricks, they were neuropsychological resets that calm the amygdala and activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision making and logic. As Sir explained it very beautifully. So, mindfulness is not about perfection, it's about presence. As we come to the end of this session, I want to leave you with a few thoughts. Our mind is a storyteller, it loves drama, chaos, and what if. But you have the power to pose the story anytime. Through thought labeling, you observe the story. Through grounding, you return to reality. So, next time your mind says you can't handle this, you can smile and say, thank you for your concern, dear brain, but I'm safe right now. Remember, peace is not the absence of thought, it's the ability to stand still among them. Take a final deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale tension. Can we do that? Okay. Inhale and exhale tension. And before we log off, I would love you to type in the chat one word from how you are feeling right now. It could be relaxed, aware, peaceful, grounded, even curious, or maybe bored. Let me see your responses. I feel pretty. You feel reborn. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Very, very good. Thank you so much for being part of this session. Stay kind to your mind. Practice mindfulness a few minutes daily, please. And remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices them. See you next time and take good care of your mental space. Deepak sir?
Ma'am, it was really, really fruitful. The way you started, the way you progressed the session, and I can see reaction of our learners. Like they're really
Wow.
happy, and to connect with you, to connect with Deepak sir, and I'm just excited. What are we having now? Like after this? So Deepak sir will be taking from now.
Sorry, sorry. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir. Yes, yes. Yes, sir, ma'am. Deepak sir will join us. So, very
Deepak sir, can you hear us?
Hello, 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 everyone. I'm audible now.
Yeah, yes, sir, perfectly audible.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, great. सो जैनब मैम एंड आयुषी मैम, आप सभी ने जो माइंडफुलनेस को जिस भी तरीके से आपने अपनी अप्रोचेस से एंड थ्रू योर टेक्निक्स, थ्रू योर केस स्टडी and the part of physiology, the brain part also, which is very important to understand how our brain works during anxiety, during stressful situations. So in the sessions, we can understand how our brain works and how the mindfulness can work on our brain parts actually. So इस सेशन में हमने जो कुछ भी लर्न किया है, इफ वी डू प्रैक्टिस इन आवर डेली लाइफ, in our daily hurdles, in our daily conflicts, which can be in our relationship issues, in our workplace issues. So we can understand these practices can be very helpful for us. The
Yeah.
cognitive diffusions, the mindful imagery, and the body scan also. So I hope you all understand these things and you all understand about the exercises. So thank you to all of you, and the engagement in the chat box, I can see there are many engagements, and you can understand about your bodily sensation also. So thanks to Ayushi ma'am and the Zainab ma'am and the MIT University to give the opportunity to introduce about the mindfulness and the introduce about the awareness of the body actually. So thanks to Ayushi ma'am and the Zainab ma'am for this.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Stay mindful, everyone. All I can say that it's very amazing experience with you all, and the engagement I see in the chat box is unreal. There is a question I want to ask. Can I? Yes, yes, please. Chat box is open to you all. You can ask any question if you want to. Ma'am, how to deal with depression, anxiety? Thank you so much, Ashif Reza. How to deal कैसे depression और anxiety? कैसे depression और anxiety को See, Swati, there's so many professional out there. You can reach out. जैसे हमारी बॉडी में फीवर होता है और हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, we go to doctor ना. If you have such problems and you know it that it's depression or anxiety or whatever it is, go and diagnose it first and do work on that. There's so many professional out there. They beautifully work. You can beautifully go and have that corner with you.
I lost my connection lately. I hope I didn't miss something.
So I'm also lost my connection. Am I visible to you all?
Yes, 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 definitely. So, ma'am, are we done with the session?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Deepak sir, we are done with your part.
yes and Q&A सेशंस थोड़ा सा आप 2 मिनट के लिए आप अपना जैनब मैम आप अपना रिप्लाई कंप्लीट कर लीजिए, देन वी कैन एंड अप.
There is a question of how to identify that you have depression or anxiety. There's so many symptoms, and you can do the HAMD test, that is Hamilton Depression Test, or HAMI for anxiety. There is a question I want to ask. Can I please ask?
If anyone face any anxiety, stressful situation in your daily life, and I'm audible to all of you.
Yes,
If you face any anxiety, depression, that time just please take any professional help also. On
Yes,
the
sir.
World Mental Health Day, we will understand if we do face any stressful situation in our daily life. That time, the awareness of taking help from the professionals, it is also helpful. It is also helpful for all of us that we understand that there are many techniques, there are many approaches to our psychologists, to our experts, and they will give you many strategies and the tasks for your anxieties, worries, thoughts, and the stressful situations in your life. And in the session, we understand the mindfulness, and there are many techniques जो हम सभी ने अभी introduce की है through the cognitive diffusions, through the cognition, through the thought labeling. We can cope our thoughts, we can cope our anxiety and stressful situations from these therapeutic approaches also. Through the body scan, if you do practice in our daily life, if in the morning and at the evening, we do practice the body scan also. If we do aware about the body sensations, that time we are doing a practice for the activate our prefrontal cortex, which I have discussed in the PPT. So if
Okay.
yeah, if you do face anything in the life, just do follow the mindfulness approaches. And there are many techniques in the CBT also. There are many techniques if we do practice in the on the cognitions also. That time we can manage our anxiety and the stressful situations. So
Yeah, so sir, as you have
yeah,
mentioned, sorry, sir. Yeah,
yes,
so as you have mentioned, that of course we all know, right, that your expertise is CBT. So would you like to enlighten our learners, some quick tips and tricks that is also aligned with cognitive behavior therapy and your own experience for them, so they can manage their mental health in daily life?
yes. The cognitive therapy actually introduce us about the situation. Where is the problem? Where is the problem in our daily life? We thought the problem is the situation in our life, like any exam situation, like any relationship issues, like any workplace issues. But the cognitive behavioral therapy introduce us the problem that exists in our cognition actually. So when we do face anything, any kind of problem, any kind of issues in our daily life, the cognitive behavioral therapy introduce us the problem available in the cognitions. When we do focus on the cognitions, there are many techniques in the cognitive behavioral therapy, and through the techniques of the cognitive behavioral therapy, we do focus on the cognitions, we do focus the error of the brain, the error of the thinking. When we do focus, just for example, if we face a situation, a conflict situations, that time brain has a many automatic thoughts. Brain have a many negative automatic thoughts. That time the brain actually do assumptions, do provide many negative automatic thoughts. The brain can make many errors. In the cognitive behavioral therapy, we understand the errors, we find the errors, and we recorrect that errors through the techniques. Just like defined term is a cognitive behavioral therapy technique. For example, this is a single technique, defined term. If we face any conflict situations, that time, for example, if I have a thought that I am a failure, in the cognitive behavioral therapy, through the defined term, the failure has a many definitions from many individuals. There are many definitions about the failure. So if we are exploring through the defined term, just like about the failure, then we are focusing on the cognitions of the individual. And the focus is on the cognition that we are correcting that error which brain can creating that time in the stressful situation, in the conflict situations, if we are making any thoughts. So just define term in your life, and what definition you carry in the thought. So in the CBT, we do focus on that errors, on that cognitive distortions, and we do find that there are many errors and the alternative things also, which our brain can miss in that situations. For example, uh, now in this situation, there are many things to sense. Right now, you have your mobile phones, laptops, and many things in your room, but you are focusing on my voice, on the PPT slides. So that time you are focusing, that time when you are giving attention to your phone, to your screen, on the voices, that time brain can't capture the things, the stimulus behind you. So behind you means there are many things also in your room, but you are focusing on the some stimulus. So here we can understand our brain can capture only limited things. So through the limited things, if we do focus, so our brain can miss many things also in our environment. So in the cognitive behavioral therapy, we do explore that things which our brain do miss in the situations, in any conflict situation, in any stressful situations. So we do practice through the CBT. Hope you understand about the CBT part also and the cognitions part also, how our brain do work, and how the CBT help works to correct that things, to correct that errors of our brain.
Sir, I would like to add something.
Yes.
In my practice, when I do CBT, I mainly use that technique, that is ABC model. Have you ever aware about ABC model, anyone? There's so many techniques we can use in CBT, but I preferred ABC model, and you can use
So
it
we
by
do
yourself
have
also.
our MA psychology learners here,
Okay.
and I want responses from psychology learners here. What is ABC technique, right? What are the things they're asking? Now I want responses from you guys.
Okay, let's see, ma'am.
Yeah. So Zainab and Deepak, like how did you felt interacting with our learners?
Very impactful, ma'am. Very,
Very
very
impactful
engaging.
and very active
Yeah.
participants here.
Yeah, they are very
Yeah,
active.
isn't it? Yeah.
This is nice that
We didn't take a break, ma'am. We planned a break, but we didn't take it.
Yeah. I know, I
Yes,
know.
we get a reply. Abhijit,
Yeah,
yeah,
so yeah.
activating events, belief and consequences, right? तो कभी भी लाइफ में ना कोई भी थॉट चलता है, लेट इट बी रियल, ओके। मुझे लगता है बायलिंगुअल ना ज्यादा कनेक्ट कर जाता है, तो लेट इट बी क्लियर। और अभी हमारा पूरा सेशन कंप्लीट भी हो गया है, तो हमारा जो एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर है और बिलीव और कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज है, अगर आप कोई भी थॉट है आपकी लाइफ का, सॉरी मैं पहले वीडियो ऑन कर देती हूँ, आपकी लाइफ का कोई भी थॉट आपके, मतलब आपका कोई भी रेलेवेंट थॉट आपके ब्रेन में बार बार आ रहा है, तो आप उसको सिर्फ सेग्रीगेट कर दो कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू नो व्हाट इज एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर। अगर आपको एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर पता है तो उसके ऊपर बिलीव क्या है आपका, या फिर बिहेवियर क्या आप शो कर रहे हैं, और फिर उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज क्या हो रहा है। लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक एज आई वर्क इन स्कूल, सो मैं वही का एग्जांपल लेती हूँ दैट एक बच्चा स्कूल में एब्सेंट हो रहा है बहुत ज्यादा फ्रिक्वेंटली, उसका जो एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न है वो एब्सेंटिज्म है। तो फैक्टर, उसका एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर क्या है कि उसको कोई स्कूल में बुली कर रहा है, या उसका सेल्फ स्टीम लो है, और उसको वो बहुत सेंसिटिव है, उसको कोई कुछ बोल देता है तो वो हाईली सेंसिटिव और रिएक्ट करता है। उसका बिहेवियर क्या आ रहा है कि वो स्कूल नहीं आ रहा है, एब्सेंट हो रहा है। कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या है कि वो उसका एकेडमिक्स का ग्राफ डाउन चला जाएगा, वो फेल हो सकता है, और उसके आगे की जो लाइफ है वो उससे इम्पैक्ट होगी। तो अगर हम उसका एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर ही चेंज कर दें, अगर जो वहाँ पर उसका सेल्फ स्टीम लो हो रहा है उसको हम मिरर एफर्मेशन से, मिरर प्रैक्टिस से और रेपो बिल्ड करके अगर हम उसी को चेंज कर दें तो बिलीफ चेंज हो जाएगा, इट मीन बिहेवियर चेंज हो जाएगा और उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस चेंज हो जाएंगे। तो अगर आप कभी भी लाइफ में कोई भी सिचुएशन पे स्टक हो गए हो तो आप अपने आपको थोड़ा पॉज, मतलब वो माइंडफुलनेस टेक्निक अप्लाई करो, टेक अ पॉज और फिर सोचो कि हमारा एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर क्या है, उससे हमारा बिलीफ क्या है और फिर उससे कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस क्या हो रहे हैं और एक्टिवेटिंग फैक्टर को चेंज कर दो। जैसे हम ब्रेन रिफ्रेमिंग करते हैं, अ, यहाँ पे मुझसे बहुत लोग कनेक्ट करेंगे कि जब भी हम एग्जाम में जाते हैं हम बहुत कुछ पढ़ के जाते हैं और हम वहां जाके ना हमारा हम सब भूल जाते हैं, लाइक ब्लैंक हो जाते हैं कभी कभी। वो क्यों होता है? वाई इज इट, मतलब हैपन ऑल द टाइम, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम? आप अपने ब्रेन को सिग्नल देते हो that I can't remember, I will fail, I can't remember, इतना सब सारा सिलेबस है, मैं तो सब भूल गया हूँ, मैं कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा, वहां जाके क्वेश्चंस पता नहीं कैसे आएंगे, दिस एंड दैट। हम बहुत सारे नैरेटिव सेट कर देते हैं और अपने ब्रेन को रॉन्ग सिग्नल्स भेज देते हैं। सीबीटी हमारा जो वर्क करता है वो हमारे जो थॉट्स हैं उनको रिफ्रेम करता है, लाइक यू रिकॉल व्हाट यू प्रैक्टिस। अपने ब्रेन को ये सिग्नल दो कि आप सिर्फ वही रिकॉल करोगे जो आपने प्रैक्टिस किया है या आपने जो रिवाइज किया है। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ मिरेकल हो जाएगा और आपको सब याद आ जाएगा, बट ब्रेन को एक सिग्नल पहुंचेगा कि आई एम सेफ, मुझे वो याद आ जाएगा जो मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया है। सिंपल इज दैट। ब्रेन को रॉन्ग सिग्नल्स देना ही सबसे गलत है। ब्रेन को पॉजिटिव सिग्नल्स दो, ब्रेन को खुद के कंट्रोल में करो। एक बहुत प्यारा एक कृष्ण जी का एक बहुत प्यारा ना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको मैम, गीत बोलते हैं
क्या
नहीं कुछ,
दोहा दोहा बोलना चाह रहे हैं
नहीं
आप?
दोहा नहीं मैम, कुछ
नहीं।
भजन भजन
या
है।
ओके।
भजन है कि अपने मन को अपना दास बना ले। तो मैं वही बोलती हूँ कि अपने मन को ना अपना दास बना लो, अपने ब्रेन के अपने आप को अपने दास मत बनाओ। यानी कि आप उसके लिए काम नहीं करते हो, वो आपके लिए काम करता है। तो टेक ऑल कंट्रोल ओवर इट। सो प्लीज प्रैक्टिस दीज थिंग्स। दैट्स इट। थैंक यू। And there's another question that I can't wait is that I'm not sure about. Wait. I'm afraid of SSRIs. बेटा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, डॉक्टर्स आपको SSRIs तभी देता है जब वो जरूरी होगा, हर डॉक्टर नहीं देता है। तो आप पहले रीच आउट करो किसी प्रोफेशनल को, देन लेट्स सी। ये बहुत फॉल्स अजम्पशंस हैं, मिथ्स हैं जो इस हमारी फील्ड में बहुत ज्यादा क्रिएट किए गए हैं कि ऐसा नहीं है हर डॉक्टर आपको मेडिसिन प्रिस्क्राइब करेगा। और मेडिसिन अगर प्रिस्क्राइब किए हैं तो वो नीड होगी तब इसलिए ही किए हैं और उसका कोई ऐसा बैड इम्पैक्ट नहीं होता है। हाँ, ये भगावे मेरा, या एग्जैक्टली, आई हैव द टर्म मैलडी।
Yeah, so ma'am, we are seeing many questions from maladaptive daydreaming in psychology. So open for both of you, Deepak sir and Zainab ma'am. What's your insights on this? So they're really keen to know the difference between maladaptive daydreaming and daydreaming. Dear learners, have patience. They will be joining again. Meanwhile, I am sharing the feedback form. Please fill this form. Your feedback is really valuable for us and it helped us arranging such meaningful sessions again for you. So, learners, how was the session? Meanwhile, our speakers will join again, right? So, what all did you learn from the session today? Can we have a quick pointers? Can we have a quick pointers? What were the key learnings? What were the key takeaways? Yes, grounding technique, labeling our thoughts. Yes, self-care,
I'm audible?
mindfulness.
Yes.
Yes, sir, definitely you're audible. And meanwhile, we were just gauging through what all key takeaways our learners had for
Yes.
today's session. And I'm amazed that they had so much to tell, like be it mindfulness, be it CBT, be it grounding,
Mm.
right? Be it labeling. And I think you delivered much more than what we planned for,
Yeah. So
right? Yeah.
here is a question about the daydreaming and the maladaptive daydreaming. Yeah. So very great questions, and we understand about the normal daydreaming is something everyone does. It like short, creative, and usually under control. Like we do imagine many things for the creativity also. But maladaptive daydreaming means getting so lost in daydreams that it starts affecting daily life, work, or relationships also. It is not official like a mental disorder. It is not officially like any disorder, but it can be a sign of emotional distress or escape. So when we are asking about the maladaptive daydreaming, so it can be sign of emotional stress and escape and might need support or therapy that time. If you are facing, if anybody is facing, so just take a professional help to identify any maladaptive daydreaming type thoughts, and you can manage it through the mindfulness approaches and through the CBT approaches. And the daydreaming is normal for everyone. It helps us in the creativity also. So it helps us to decision making and the plan also. So if you do daydreaming and the maladaptive daydreaming, so it is a sign of emotional stress and the sign of any stressful struggles which we are facing in our body also in the mind also. So just take help that time through the mind maladaptive daydreaming. All right. Yeah. So there are many techniques, grounding, self-awareness about the maladaptive daydreaming. So we can use that things for the daydreaming, maladaptive daydreaming. Anyone? You understand about the maladaptive daydreaming? Coping mechanism. Yeah, we do follow coping mechanism when we do when our brain face any anxiety. All the psychologist student if is there, we understand about the id, ego, super ego that time. uh, when our ego, the element of our personality part, when our ego face any anxiety, ego means if our present any in the reality time, if we do face any anxiety, that time in our personality there are many coping mechanism for that anxiety, that is stressful situations. So if we do face any anxiety, so there are many coping mechanism in the personality, just like repression, suppressions, and the
So
displacement.
sorry to disrupt you.
Yes.
Can we have your and Zainab's ma'am's video on?
Yeah.
Thank
Wait.
you. Zainab ma'am, can we
Is
have you also? Yeah.
I'm
Thank
visible?
you. Thank you, ma'am. Please carry on, sir. Please carry on.
I'm visible now. Uh, Actually, my camera is on already. Please tell me I'm visible also. Yeah. So
Visible.
when we do focus on the coping mechanism, so our personality has many defenses. So when we do face any anxiety, any stressful situations, and when we do face any struggles in our personality, so to that time our ego part. which introduced by in the psychoanalysis by the Sigmund Freud. All psychology student can relate about the coping mechanism. So that time, our personality make many defenses, just like displacement. Have you heard about the displacement? All the psychology students, the differences in our personality, displacement. When we face,
Psychology students, I want answers from you.
yeah.
Don't
So,
disappoint our speakers.
so if we face any stressful situation, that time our personality make defenses, and the defenses example like displacement. So if we do face any stressful situation, for example, now Ayushi ma'am, if any comment like if you face any in the session and you face stress during the sessions, so through the displacement, our personality actually works like if you face any stressful situation here in the sessions and you can't express in the sessions and you can't express directly to the teachers, directly to the
Yeah.
your boss, that time in these situations, our personality works to displace this stress to another things, to another
Yeah,
individual, to another situations. So that
definitely.
time our personality works very our personality create a boundary to express the real emotions, the real thought in that situation. So that time in this situation, the in the situation of displacement, so we we displace these emotions to another individual, just like we can when we are doing talk in your home, in your uh, with your colleagues on the workplace, and we do talk with our friends, that time it can be possible this stressful situation can be transferred on that person, on that situations, and through that situation that person can transfer this stress to another person, to another situations. So through that displacement, we understand uh, how our personality works and how we do works in the stressful situations and how coping mechanism works. Hope you understand about the coping mechanism in our personality. Yeah. Anyone? Any question about the coping mechanism? All right. So from my side, it is uh, done from my side. Hope you all completed right now and hope you understand about these PPTs and the mindfulness approaches. So thanks to Ayushi ma'am and Zainab ma'am again for the discussion and the MIT University. So thanks to, so can coping mechanism can be, yeah. So one more questions. I will be clear. Can coping mechanism be unhealthy? Yeah, if we our personality do practices more, do follow more coping mechanism like displacement, like separations in our personality. That time it can be unhealthy also. There are many healthy and unhealthy coping mechanism. If you do face, if you follow unhealthy coping mechanism, that is the sign of the weakness part of our personality. So in the therapy sessions, we recreate, we correct that coping mechanism. So if we follow any unhealthy coping mechanism, so we in the therapy sessions we learn about the healthy mechanism, how we do follow that mechanism for our personality and the stressful situations. Yeah. Yeah, there are many excited participants, and I do feel very excited when you are responding here. and in the chat box it is full from the start. So I can see your excitement, and it is very excited for me and Zainab ma'am also. So it is really nice. So it is now completed from my
Let's
side.
call it a
So,
day.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Like,
yeah,
I'm so excited to see that. See, it is the aura of our speakers, it is the aura of our learners that, we are continuously like running this session with such a great energy, like we started. And we all know that it is auspicious day of Karwa Chauth today. So
mhm.
we were expecting much more learners, right? But I think this is also one of the factor. But we do have a significant amount of learners with us, right? And
Yes,
our
we have.
honorable director, ma'am, she really wanted to join and really wanted to motivate our speakers and our learners. But of course, we all know that, today everyone is busy, and of course, their prior engagement due
Yeah,
to
yeah, yes.
due to the festive event, right? So of course it holds its own significance. um and of course our deputy director ma'am, Coral ma'am, Monica ma'am, always being always so supportive for such wonderful initiative. So I expect that meanwhile, if not possible today, we can connect with them later, of course. um,
Of course,
and I would
anytime.
like to thank Zainab ma'am again, and with my whole heart to Mr. Deepak sir. Thank you so much for such a valuable session. And like our director, our honorable director of academics, Monica ma'am, she is so kind, she's so great that even she couldn't join for giving her insights, but she joined meanwhile, to have glimpses of this session and to see or what all our learners are getting through it. So she joined the session, and she has given her greetings to you, to me, and to all learners. So with this, I think we are good to go now.
Yeah.
Anything from your side?
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Ayushi ma'am, and
Of whole
to all of
MIT
you.
Thank you,
University
ma'am, for
online
cooperating
team,
through
I
our.
would like to thank you all. It's a big thank you from whole Amity University online team. Like there's a whole team who has coordinated for it, be it IT team, be it student support team at the very last moment, be it the creative teams, be it any each member of MIT University Online. They are committed to deliver such fruitful experience to our learners, and our honorable chairman sir, who of course approve such great initiatives. So thank you once again, Deepak sir, Zainab ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Some big thanks to the learners.
Yeah,
Definitely, definitely. And dear
Thank you so
learners,
much.
before going, please fill the feedback form. Your feedback really matters to us. And it also appreciate the efforts our speakers have put into today's session, right? You want more such sessions, so please fill the feedback form.
definitely.
Yeah. Now,
Yes,
can
yes.
we have some closing remarks from our learners to end today's session? How you felt it, your reactions, and your key takeaways. Yeah. IT team is here, so we can close the session after 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
From. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
They asked for the PPT. So many of them are asking for the PPT.
Yeah. So we can have this session again, learners. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Good night. Good night, everyone.
IT team, please, you can end the session now. Okay.
Yeah.
Amity Online, please close the session.